Hey, this is one thing you have to do as a new manager. Hey, as a new manager, you've got to realize a couple of things. Before you even get started with any one-on-ones, any sessions that you have with your team, you have to assess current state. So think about it. One of the key things you have to do as a manager is think independently. And what I mean is that doesn't make sense that you're going to meet with your team one-on-one and do goal setting with the team and all those different things if you haven't assessed the current state. That's the first and foremost thing, because once you do assess the current state, then you can meet with your people one-on-one, because then you'll understand both performance from a team and individually, how they're standing. And the second thing is then you can meet with your boss, because here's the reality sometimes is that your boss may be giving you the wrong goals. But if you don't do the current state assessment to begin with, what do you have to compare? And all you have to say, if you meet with your boss too early, then all you're saying yes to whatever he or she says. But what if it's wrong? What if it's wrong about them, what they're telling you, what the goals are, because you haven't assessed the current state? Then that puts you in an awkward position, because you have to communicate that now to your new team. That puts you behind the curve. So, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm listening to a lot of conversations that are happening here and a lot of things around management tips. And all I'm offering is counter to what they're saying, is that the first thing you have to do is assess current state. And what that means is that you have to know what the activities are with reasonable expectations, what the current trending KPI is, and how they measure their current performance. And the third thing is you have to understand what the barriers are. You can do all that right there within a matter of 2 weeks. Then, if depends on your ambition and what the sense of urgency is for you, that you want to get things done. Then after that, then you can start meeting with teams and your boss and start doing all the things administratively. Because remember, they hired you in to drive results, to make a difference and add value. If you don't know that and they didn't tell you that, I'm telling you that. Is that you're there as a manager to drive value and drive results to the benefit of the customer and the organization. That's it. That is the fundamental role that you have as a manager. If anyone tells you anything different, they're completely wrong. As a manager, that is your job, is to drive results and value to the customer. Trickle that down. You got to understand current state. You got to understand how the team is performing, understand barriers. Then you can understand what your goals are. That's if your boss is telling you the right thing. Your boss can be way off as well on goals. And I've seen that many times where the boss is completely off because you did the right thing to assess current state. Last thing is you're seeking the truth.